Oh, what I miss? Looks like so little tidbits of more toy news came out, and that's cool. I've been sleeping all week. Um, sorry, I forgot what I was about to say. And yeah, they decided to display the Shimo and Skar King similar to how they were displaying Evolved Godzilla for a little while. And some people are saying that they were modified, so we're just gonna take a quick look at these. Uh, and so we can double check that they're modified. I actually have the separate tabs for their promo images up here. Like the closest approximation to images. So we just need a quick refresher on all of our opinions on these figures. Um, Starting off with Skar King. Skar King came out first. Skar King, in my opinion, actually doesn't look that bad. He looks alright. There's not too much wrong about him. He is slightly taller than King Kong, but then again, he was like a weak, feeble man in the movie, so maybe this will help him gain a bit of an advantage because he basically did nothing in the movie. I mean, like he was a total. I'm gonna censor myself. Jerk, but he just kept spamming Shimo. Shimo being his weapon. So yeah, he was a massive jerk in the movie. It was a menace, but he didn't really do much. He was just mainly there to be evil and a douchebag. So hey, maybe that height may help him a little bit. Anyways, back to action figures. As for the figure itself, I think it actually looks pretty nice. Um, he did have a kind of weird looking roaring head. And yeah, I feel like people had a lot more violent reaction to this. I didn't think it looked that bad. I mean, like it's a whole roaring head. Like get that like out of the way. It still looks good. Just looks a little cattywampus. Definitely the preferred head would just be the plain neutral head. I feel like they missed out on adding another head where he's like smiling and laughing. I really wish that they added that type of head because that like fits the personality of him so much better. He came with two separate heads, couple extra hands. He came with a whip. His whip slash is a little bit shorter, but that's okay. Him doing the guitar thing, and he came for an add-on to King Kong. Um, I'm less angry about this as I am with the add-on for King Kong that comes with Shimo, and I'll talk about that in a second. It's more images. Yeah, going up to the face. For some reason the eyes, like the pupils, are blacked out, even though they were whited out in the movie. I don't know why. But as for the figure itself, it looks alright. Maybe it's got like, hopefully adding a little bit more dirtier paint because right now, looking at these promo images and this prototype, it looks like he's got a little bit of a toyetic kind of look to him. Like you can kind of tell it's a toy. And looking at Skar King over here, this is from the Articulation series on Twitter, by the way. You know that they looks like they tweaked it a teeny bit. Looks like in terms of painting, definitely showing off their favorite pose in this image. And I can't deny it, it's probably the best pose you can get him in. That mouth, looking at that head, this is probably a better angle for that head because we can see that, the lip goes past here. It's not a weird smiling thing. It's just his teeth. His wicked sharpish. See him mutton chops. So yeah, I don't think Skar King was changed too much. And just out of the two, figures here, Skar King is definitely better. I should also probably talking about the accessory that comes with King Kong. I'm actually kind of okay with this because it makes sense. It's more forgivable for this figure as it is compared to Shimo. And there's another reasons. We've already gone over Shimo like twice now, but if we just want a quick refresher, I don't think Shimo looks that bad. Um, definitely not perfect. Definitely not perfect. Uh, it's alright. Just just It's kind of underwhelming and disappointing. I'm just gonna say that outright. Um, but the main thing, my main criticism of this is just like, why would I pick this up when I would just go pick up the HIYA? I mean, it's the name of the series. I have to make a comparisons. It's the name of the series. But anyways, yeah, this game with pretty much no accessories except for a replacement head for King Kong. Now this one is less forgivable because for this is the head for King Kong, and it's barely a modified version. The only real change is, well, the facial expression, obviously, and the silver tooth. And I said many times before, like, it can't be that hard to just take your King Kong head you already have already, take like a silver Sharpie, and just go over his normal canine. It can't be that hard. I'm more forgivable of the glove because, one, when it comes to the price point for Skar King, he only goes for about $100. And for what you're getting, which is an alright figure, which is well, not an alright. I say it's probably a pretty good figure with really good articulation, a lot of accessories, and it's priced fairly well. Not to mention the add-on for King Kong is a very substantial part. The Beast Glove is a lot more recognizable than the Silver Tooth, and it's King Kong's main adversary in the movie. So if you're pairing King Kong with anyone, it's at least his main adversary. It makes it actually still worth it to pick this up to modify your King Kong. This though isn't as much because one, Shimo is overpriced as heck. Doesn't have any accessories for herself, only for King Kong. It's a very minor change, and there's just no point in getting it. Plus, like, King Kong didn't really interact with Shimo. Well, he did interact with Shimo more in the movie, but that wasn't like his main opponent. Godzilla was taking care of Shimo. Godzilla was fighting Shimo. While King Kong was fighting Skar King. There could be some arguments saying they still would probably pair well, but when it comes to the HIYA, not the HIYA, well, actually, yeah, the HIYA. I just prefer getting the HIYA because it would just scale better with this version of King Kong. I know that Skar King is taller than King Kong, but let's be honest, he needs it. Now, talking about Shimo and talking about her images, I like this image. She looks like a curious dog. It definitely still has that movie monster series kind of look. A lot of people, a lot of people compare this to Playmates. I don't really see it when I compare it to Playmates because whenever I compare this to Playmates, I see like completely different proportions, very different looking figures. But whenever I compare this to, say, the movie Monster series, I say, yeah, this just looks like a more articulated version of that. At least when it comes to here. And this one, you can tell they modified it a little bit. Definitely with this lighting, you can tell it's got that glossy look that Shimo had in the movie. In the original promo images, you can barely tell that. Another points of interest, I think they fixed the eyes. When it comes to the main sculpt, I don't think they changed anything about the sculpt. I'm just gonna tell you, I don't think they changed anything about the sculpt. I can't see anything different with the sculpt for both of them. These are probably still the same prototypes. They probably just modified it a little bit in the paint. But yeah, they may change up the eyes a little bit, but this is probably mainly just due to a change of lighting and the camera photography. Kind of similar to the video version and the picture version of the SH Evolved Godzilla we took a look at like a while ago. People were noting how they look very different, and that's because, well, one, the camera quality, and two, the display images. If you're taking a photo, you're gonna get a lot more higher resolution of an image. Whereas it comes to a video, it's gonna be a little bit more grainy. And to the lighting and position, definitely different. It's kind of similar in that regard. But yeah, it's kind of like a quick little update for these versions. Um, I'm going to be honest. I still would probably pick up Skar King to, well, not only pair with King Kong, but also modify King Kong too. When it comes to Shimo, I think I'd just pass. I'd rather pick up the HIYA version. I know I'm comparing it a lot to the HIYA version, but that's the name of the series, okay? It's called SH versus HIYA. If it wasn't called that, I wouldn't be comparing it, but it's called SH versus HIYA. We've looked at these images before. When it came to, can I zoom in, please? Whatever. We've looked at these images before when I was talking about Evolved Godzilla. And honestly, looking at the still higher version of Evolved Godzilla, I definitely still think it can use some modifying because it looks kind of nothing like the promotional images we were given. But looking at Shimo looks pretty much very similar to those promo images. I cannot zoom in. I don't know why. Oh, I'm stupid. It's one giant image. Thank you, Kaji Canuck. Well, yeah, comparing these two, you can definitely tell that this one had a lot more of attention to detail, at least when it came to the paint. Also, sizing is a little bit better. Not really to these figures. With these figures, Shimo looks a little smaller than she should be. When Hayato Shimo is compared to like Skar King here, or Bald Godzilla, or King Kong, she'll probably look better. Yeah, I don't know. It's loading. Okay, there we go. You could also definitely see that painted on crystal look. Like right here. When it compared to the just clear crystals that you see here. And I will say, under the right lighting, the clear crystals do look better, but sometimes you won't have that lighting. So I think this is just a lot more of a practical option. You don't have to engineer something to make it look good. It just looks good right from the get go. I do hope that these have like a little bit of light bleeding when they come out. When the figure comes out, of course. Um, yes, I don't think I got anything else. Yeah. That's pretty much just like a quick little update. As for these images, people say that SH fixed these figures. I don't think they fixed these figures. This is just a difference in perspective. Sorry about that. Recording messed up there. Um, Finishing my thoughts. I know it's kind of annoying that I am comparing this to HIYA a lot, but that's the name of the series. But if I wasn't comparing this to HIYA, I'd still have the same opinion. This still needs some work to do, but I am actually excited to see what work they actually come up with, what they can actually fix, because I definitely can see that the articulation looks really good, and of course it is. It's called the Articulation Series after all, and that's where we stand right now. So I implore you guys to remember, like what you like, hate what you hate, just don't be a jerk about it. Salutations, and I'll see you later, y'all.